Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the RVMan LP Exhibitions. And this time we're playing something that's definitely recent. This is Granblue Fantasy Versus, a game criminally bypassed by the FGC. Even more so, due to the fact that this game unfortunately released during COVID. Yeah, that really sucked. But at least it did manage to make 150,000 sales. Still, the FGC just ignored this game, just like every other good game that's not Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or, well, pretty much anything else from the old school. And let's face it, FGC ruined Guilty Gear. Yeah, Strive is basically the worst game in the series. That's my opinion. And as for this game, it's based off of the Granblue Fantasy anime, where Gran would get his power after, getting killed by Hydra, and Lyria ends up bringing him back to life, and his life is linked to hers. And, well, his adventures is basically trying to take down the Empire. And now, this is a different adventure based off of the sequel of a phone game that I have not played. Nor have I played this game either. In fact, this is literally a day after I came home from work, downloaded this game. I shit you not. This is the very first time I played this game, so if I look like a noob, now you know why. But yes, I am familiar with some of the characters. There are some that I did not see in the anime. Like, for instance, Beelzebub. How do I know him? Post-recording. Anyway. So, we're going to play the arcade version of Granblue Fantasy Versus because, yeah, there is an RPG mode. However, I'm just doing like a quick visit to this game. And oh, God have mercy. I am so sorry. I forgot that games like this have user agreements. Why? Why do they have to have user agreements? I could have just cut this part out. Ah, Jesus. Whatever. Let's just go. So yeah, as you can wholeheartedly see, I relatively just now download the game. So yeah, I feel like I duck out of water because I, honest to God, could have skipped this and got started with the actual combat. Yes, I'm gonna create a new one. So, with that said, to anyone who doubt me that I haven't played this game before, there you go. I didn't think it would actually cut in like this, but of course, it does. Oh, right, and yeah, there's league announcements that normally show up every time you start this game. I mean, how many times have you actually seen a fighting game that doesn't have league announcements at the beginning of the game? But whatever the case, I can just go straight to Versus and start fighting. Or Arcade, actually. Yeah, I'll go to Arcade. Why not? So, let us begin, and I'm going to start picking some people. Well, actually not picking some people, but rather cycling through whatever I have. Because I do know that this game does have DLC. It's kind of obvious that it does. Unfortunately, I didn't buy it. So, yeah, whatever characters you think I was going to play as, well, no. I'm not going to be able to play as them because they're all most of them are locked. Yeah, like 3/4 of the roster is locked. There's only 9 characters of the whole game. Okay, I get it. So we're just going to play as this lovely lady here. So let's select Lancelot. I'm well aware of his guy because he's pretty much got ice powers. Whereas Metera, the only thing I know about her is, well, she's a seductress. That's all I know. So with that said, let us get ready and prepare ourselves for battle as we prepare to face off against Lancelot. Let's see how I do.
Huh. Distance will determine who has the upper hand. Whew. Proper judgment will prove more crucial here than on any other battlefield.
If it isn't Sir Honor Roll, stiff as always, maybe I can help you with that.
Believe in victory.
Well, it turns out Metera happens to be a walking sexual innuendo. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And she's also a bow user. Yeah, when you think of bow users, you think of Kung Jin and Nightwolf. Okay, Nightwolf's cool, but Kung Jin, not so much. But her fighting style is somewhat akin to Kung Jin's, and I definitely should have thought about that before I actually picked her. But hey,
Not really feeling it yet.
at least she has personality. At least she's a wonderful character, unlike that boring, vapid character known as Kung Jin.
Battle 2. Engage.
Whatever the case, she'll use her bow as a skateboard. She can fire her bow's elemental attacks, which is wind. And yes, this game actually has default elemental attacks. In the case of Metera, it's wind. Lancelot is the ice user, and I remember him because Lancelot went there and got his ass whooped by Gran because he underestimated Gran's power. Of course, never underestimate the power of the protagonist. And the thing is, he didn't take on Gran because Gran was some sort of threat. He only did it because he was following orders. That's all it was. And now he's on the ground.
Mwah. Come again once you learn some technique. You know, you're a lot tougher than you look, Sir Honor Roll. Maybe I shouldn't have taken you so lightly.
The fact that Arc literally allows you to choose your battle and its difficulty, I gotta say, this is a real breath of fresh air. How in the world did the FGC really downplay this game? Oh right, it came out during COVID. Damn. Then again, Mortal Kombat came out a year before COVID. Whatever. FGC is FGC, and they think they know everything. Smug bastards. Anyway, on to our next fight.
A magic bow and aerobatics. This match should be worth my time.
Didn't know they made him like you anymore. Tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, and that your desperate face is a sight to see.
Honest to God, I don't know how much money that Arc System Works spent on these environments, but they look really good. I gotta give them credit for that. And more importantly, I gotta give them credit for the artwork. Even though this is based off of a phone game. And more importantly, I put this on normal, and yet this guy is just standing there doing absolutely nothing. I think I should have beaten this game on a higher difficulty. Probably would have got my ass whipped, but hey.
Damn it.
I'd rather try it out on normal, like the normal difficulty, to see how well I do.
Battle 2. Engage.
Maybe if I come back to this game again, I probably would play this on a higher difficulty.
This is scratch. Good work.
Well, at least he's blocking, that's for sure. I just hope that this isn't like BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, and even though you have the game on normal, they won't fight back until you jack up the difficulty.
That it.
God forbid, that story mode took a lot out of me. But whatever the case, I'm gonna go on ahead and finish this guy off because he's just standing there doing nothing. So take the bow and take the L.
I've had better. You ever want a rematch, give me a call, okay? Always happy to make sparks fly with a hunk like you.
You know, she probably just gave a kiss to a guy who just got busted wide open. That must suck for her makeup. But whatever the case, we're gonna finally take on Gran, the main protagonist of the game. And the anime.
Metera.
Poor Gran.
Gran.
When it comes to pretty ladies, Gran constantly gets flustered. All the time. Protagonist strats. It never fails. Like, ever.
Next up is Miss Shameless, huh? She's no slouch.
Why, Metera?
This won't be easy, but I'll do my best.
Will you now? How adorable. I guess I'll have to pull out all the stops, too.
Believe in victory.
Now, the thing about it is, I didn't know that there was two protagonists in this game because the second protagonist is DLC. But Gran is the only one I know of because of the anime. More importantly, I didn't know what I was doing, so, yeah. I was at one point getting my ass whooped because I was pretty much trying to figure out the moves and not try to spam them. But I just managed to go into command list, and now I know what to do. And now I know that there's actually special moves. Yeah, I know, it's pretty noobish, but that's what I get for trying to play a new game after I finish downloading without training. I should never do that, and I'm probably gonna not get any views because of it, but you know what? At the end of the day, I do this for you guys. And yeah, and our first bit of failure is actually the command list. And also the setting up before we actually start the game. But yeah, I'm taking this all on normal because again, I did not play this, well, not all of it, because there are going to be some repeat enemies, and I don't want to, you know, face enemies I've already faced. Yeah, that's the one thing I need to point out, that while the game is good at having you change its difficulty, it will force you to fight enemies on different difficulties. Well, the same enemies anyway.
I've had better. Uh-oh. Already down for the count? Well, I'm always here if you ever want to play with me again. Just come on over anytime you're in the mood.
Well, if you must know, Metera constantly flirts with everyone. Well, or she just teases them, one of the two. But she normally flirts with men. And, yeah. She does more flirt with them. She sometimes sleep with them, too. But she does have morals. She doesn't sleep with villains. Anyone else? Well, her legs has an open door policy. Let's just put it to you like that.
Metera has a lot to teach us. Give her your full attention, everyone.
Oh, it's so sweet to see them warming up to me. But you know, I'm not one to keep pets around for too long.
Believe in
And now we take on Fairy, who is a ghost that's manifested into a full physical form. Or I think she controls ghosts, one of the two. I'm not too familiar with this character. All I know is she is a long-range fighter just like Metera. The difference is she uses a whip, Metera uses a bow and arrow. And if whip is anything to go by from King of Fighters, yeah, she can be dangerous and must be rushed down immediately before she gets started. Because once she gets started, it's hard to stop her, and once you get in the range of her whip, it's damn near hard to stop her.
Battle 2, engage.
Ask for the case of anybody with a whip. So, with that said, I'm not doing too bad. I know I'm taking things on normal, but I'm trying to avoid refights, and more importantly, again, this is literally the first time I've played this game. So I'd rather try to get at least comfortable with the game before I actually take on something harder. And I'm still, again, trying to figure out my moves. This is embarrassing. I should be ashamed of myself. Just finish it.
Finish.
Okay, that works. I guess.
Mwah. Come again once you learn some technique. Say, Fairy, mind if I try out your whip? You crack it like this, right? Oh! Wait, the other way? Oh! Jeez, don't be so picky.
I will give the game credit, they do give character interactions post victory. But yeah, this is what I meant by it was going to be mostly normal, cause eventually they start recycling enemies I've already faced. And well, I'm gonna have to switch difficulties and face Belial. And the reason for that is I've already faced the two. That wasn't normal and hard. Hell, I just got finished beating Gran not too long ago, and the other guy not too long ago. They were in fact the second and third fight respectively. Oh well.
You're a gilded girl. Perfect on the outside, but completely worthless within.
And yet there's not a single feature on you that's perfect. Oh well, guess it's time to take out the trash.
Believe in victory.
While Metera has a open door policy on her legs, so too does Belial. Yeah, there's never a dull moment where this man literally compares just about any situation he's in to an innuendo.
Great.
And quite honestly, I did not get him because, again, he is DLC and I just recently got the blasted game.
Down.
Foreplay's over.
So with that said, of course it's gonna look easy that I'm beating him, because yeah, I had no choice but to go to
Battle 2.
beginner due to the fact that I would have faced two guys I just faced not too long ago.
Nice job.
But yeah, Belial is an archangel, and a rather horny one to say the least. All I know is that he has the same similar moveset to Devil Jin. Almost. Not completely similar. That's all I can say about him.
Mwah. Come again once you learn some technique. Sorry. I thought you were supposed to be perfect. More like impotent. Have any other moves you want to try out? No? Didn't think so.
Ha! And she called the man impotent. Well, that means there's no more hard mode, because, oh, god damn it, we had just faced Lancelot early on, so now we're gonna have to take one more character from beginning. Yeah, I know, this is gonna affect the bad guy at the ending, but hey.
Metera versus
I'm not too keen on fighting the same person more than once. So with that said, I at least went and fought different characters. Just saying.
Was that? I thought I smelled a big old payoff, but... Whatever. Guess I'll have to wait for later.
I was just in the mood for some retail therapy. You wouldn't mind if I blasted this one, right?
Believe in victory.
Again, I don't remember Yule. I really don't. I'm pretty sure she might be either exclusive from the phone game or in this game. I'm not sure, but I don't remember seeing her in the anime. I really don't. Somebody, if you do watch my video and happen to know much about Granblue, because it's been a while since I've actually seen the anime, please let me know. I'm really sure I don't remember her. I do know, however, she's kicking my ass, and yeah, I can't have that. Yeah, I know this is on. No, I know the difficulty changes with every character you choose, but still.
Battle 2.
I am on an undefeated streak, and I'd like to keep it that way. Thank you very much. And I don't know if this game had any updates. Probably did, and if it did, it would probably make the AI much more responsive. But if it didn't, well, I just downloaded the game as is. Oh wait, no, actually, never mind. It actually had like several updates already in the game, so at least we have that.
Finish.
And this one was a quick match. I know it was beginner, but what do you get? What can you say?
Mwah. Come again once you learn some technique. Ancient tradition? Sorry, not my style. I couldn't care less about what a bunch of old fuddy-duddies used to do. Though you do put on one hell of a show. I'll give you that.
And now we finally come to the final boss of the game. Obviously, we're going to put this on normal. The only reason I went to beginner because I don't like having to refight enemies I just recently fought. And if I would have actually went to hard and fought different enemies, that would have been great. But that wasn't the case. So, this is the 7th fight, and I'm still undefeated. And I'm going to intend to keep it that way. Because Belial, he's an Arc System Work boss. What do you expect?
Yet another insect. How fun.
You're quite the looker. Not my type, though. Sorry.
Believe in victory.
Alright, now we have Belial. And I know there's going to be some people asking, how come this guy is not moving as much? Well, it's practically Arc System Works. It'll start moving once I start being aggressive. Well, actually, it started moving just recently. But I promise you he's tougher than it looks. I played the game on practically normal. I had no idea that they just stand there and let me wail on them. However, oh, I didn't think that was a oh, okay, that actually hurt. Holy shit. I can't have that. No, I can't. yeah, that was something, folks. That was just absolutely something.
Not really.
I really should have trained before I got into this match. I really should have.
Win.
So,
2. Engage.
hopefully he doesn't do that to me again. Because, yeah, that one slash really... Oh, he was about to do that again. Jesus Christ. I can't believe that one slash took like 50% of my health. And why am I shooting down at the ground? Oh, counter shit. Oh. Thank goodness his moves have a startup that I can actually counter. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be what? The amalgamation of everybody's special attacks? There's bosses that are like that, you know. And he has an invincible ability frame. Yeah, I can't have that. I gotta end this quickly before it gets way too out of hand. And, yeah, he's got me down. And, oh no. And in case you probably don't know how this game works, in many R system games works actually, the lower your health, the higher your meter will raise. I'm not gonna let him pull any more bullshit and finish this off.
Mwah. Come again once you learn some technique. Nothing better than cutting another wannabe down to size. Now, to make sure you've really learned your lesson.
And with that said, we've pretty much beaten the game and, well, I got some reward points. I don't know what those are for, but I certainly like the reward I got there. As I said before, she has an open door policy on her legs. I mean, the bed is pretty much like her
Game
second
over.
environment. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with Granblue Fantasy for this week. Next week, I'll try to find something else to play for all of you. And I shall pretty much sign off on this episode, and hopefully, oh, got a new skin for her, but I'll worry about that later. Hopefully, I won't have to worry about installation problems and whatnot, because the game's already going to be installed. Anyway, I'll see you all next time in the RVMan LP exhibitions. I'm just keeping it random. That's all. See you guys next time.